All right. One more time. Oh, I didn't upload the live from yesterday, did I? 1997. Mocktail Cobs. That's the one that's going to stick with me today. Hi. There's music playing in my head. I don't know where it comes from, but it's just in there. Tony says Trump rocks. You guys just voted on vibes and not even good ones. You just voted on vibes of being mediocre. It's very interesting to me. I'm sure there will be all sorts of studies and documentaries in the following years. Those will be really fun to watch on Netflix. Is all the documentaries about y'all. Maybe they think he's cute. Oh, that's fair. Maybe they do. You're right. Maybe they think he's cute. Pre-ejaculators. It's not treason. Side note seagulls, that's all. He hasn't released it, actually. All he did was sign where he was forced to from a bill that forces the DOJ to. He didn't. You guys have to be very clear on that. He did not release them. The discharge petition did. Yeah, he signed it. He could have just released it. We didn't have to do this. He could have just picked up the phone to Pam Bondi or Kash Patel and just done it. Just released it. We didn't have to go through this whole mess of having a discharge petition. He could have vetoed it, but he didn't. Yeah, that would have been dumb. Why didn't he have a big old press event where he signed it and showed it off, where he shows off his big Sharpie signature? Why didn't he do that like he does with everything else? That's interesting. Maybe he was ashamed. Yep, and Trump was also a Democrat when he was friends with Jeffrey. You might not know that. Shocker newsflash. You would debunk me so fast, then come up and debunk me. Let's talk about it. I would love to. There he is.
Hello.
Right. How old are you and what state did you vote in first?
Oh, actually, I didn't vote this year. I'm 21, but in Missouri. I stayed out of the...
But you're supporting Trump.
Well, yeah, I just support his foreign policy and his transparency to release the Epstein list, which he did do. He did do. He promised he'd do it, and he accomplished it. His tariffs are working phenomenally.
We're not going to move on to tariffs yet. You said we're going to debunk me, so then we have to go through the timeline of this, right? He said he would release them, and then he did not. And so Ro Khanna and Thomas Massie put together a discharge petition that would be foolproof since Mike Johnson did not want to bring a vote to the floor. This would force a vote to the floor to then release the files. It passed the House unanimously minus one vote. It passed with unanimous consent to the Senate, and he reluctantly signed it, and yet we've still yet to see files. Pam Bondi has 30 days to release those. This was forced on him because it became law. He did not choose to do that.
All right, so was the government not shut down for 52 days? Yes. Was it?
Did Mike Johnson have them out of session a week before the shutdown even happened?
Did Hakeem Jeffries, the main Democrat,
That's not what I asked
sign
you.
it?
Did
there
Mike
was more
Johnson,
Democrats.
Did Mike Johnson?
There was more Democrats
have? I know you're going to debunk me so hard, but you're crashing out. Mike Johnson had the House out of session a week before the government shut down.
Okay, but Hakeem Jeffries was the only prominent Democrat of the House who did not want to sign that bill. Or he did not want it. He wanted to give $30 million to a legal immigrant, or $30 billion to a
like the pivot. We're talking about Jeffrey and the e-files and how Trump did not release them and how it was forced on him. That's what we're talking about.
So the last 10 years, when the Democrats were president, when Democrats were in power. Last 10 years,
Democrats were president for 10 years?
Obama and Biden. I don't know if Democrats
Oh,
can.
was there somebody in between there, I think?
Obama, Biden.
Oh, who was in between there? I think there was
Oh
somebody.
yeah, well, obviously Trump.
Oh, Donald Trump. Oh, okay. Cool.
But okay, so Obama was he had 8 years to
When was
release
Trump
it.
or when was Jeffrey arrested?
2019 under Trump's administration.
When was Maxwell arrested?
Shocker.
When was Maxwell
Shocker.
arrested?
Ghislaine, who cares about Ghislaine Maxwell?
She also harmed children.
Yeah, of course she did, but she's also
when was she arrested?
She's in jail.
Right. When was her case going through?
What was that? 2017 or something? 2019?
Nope.
I'm not an expert on the Jeffrey Epstein case.
Right. From 2021 to 2024, she was going through her court case and her appeals, meaning that the DOJ would have the documents sealed because it could give her an out to acquit.
Okay, but what about the Hunter Biden laptop?
Well, that's a fucking pivot. I'm suing. Mom.
That's crazy.
You're going to debunk me on E.
Okay, yeah, you guys
yet.
are going to
You
turn a
can't
blind eye
even.
to
You
two
can't. You
sex
can't even
traffic
stay.
rings.
You can't even stay on topic, kid. Like
I'm
pick
just
a
saying that
pick
it all
a
You were
ties
going to
struggle.
debunk me on
one.
Jeffrey. That's why you're here. Is you were going to debunk me on Jeffrey, and yet you have yet to do that.
All
You're
the
running
evidence-
from it.
All the evidence that we have is proven Trump's innocent because there's an
No.
email that says
No.
Okay, no. What do you mean
What
no?
email?
All he said Trump
Which email?
Jeffrey Epstein quoted Trump didn't participate.
Where is that email?
Which email? Give me the
There was-
email
Where was
name.
that?
Give me the email.
Gmail. Look at you.
Give me
You're
the
a con
No, I
email.
want
man.
to see that email. I read
Give
the
me
email,
the
so which
email.
There's an email that I don't.
Which
you can
one?
Look it up. Look up the.
No,
look up
you're the
No,
one who made the
you made the
claim.
claim.
You prove it.
I'm just saying. There's
No. You said there was an email. Go prove it. Go teacup. Nope, you don't get to speak.
Because the only
Thank
email
you.
we have is that Trump knew about the girls.
Also, I need to point out that way it passed the Transparency Act passed Senate by unanimous consent, so no Democrats objected to it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have passed unanimous consent. Because that's what unanimous consent is.
I think he meant that Jeffries didn't want to sign the discharge petition.
Why would
Go find that email. Don't move around.
Yep.
Go find that email. By the way, if people want to keep up with the emails, there's a great creator on here by the name of AC who is reading through all the emails. So you guys can stay up to date.
the Washington?
The Washington Post is not the email,
That's
sir.
fine. I would want to see what the Washington. What's the title of the
He said
Washington
Well,
Post? What's the title of the article? Memorize it.
He says he didn't participate, and there's no proof
Oh,
that
Trump!
You can
No. Wait. Who
No.
says? Who says that?
Washington Post.
What's the article title? You keep cutting out. Memorize it, Nemo.
Look up the Epstein list debunking itself. From Trump is clearly innocent. He never stepped foot on that island.
No. What's the?
Like
That's the
prominent
title.
Democrats did.
That's the title. What's
Who's
the title
har-
of the
why-
Washington
why-
Post article?
Why are you not mad? Why are you not
What
mad?
is the title of the Washington Post article?
Buddy, the internet is free.
What's
Look
the
at-
Buddy?
title? Yes, if I look up the Washington Post, I'm going to get all sorts of things from today. I want to know what the title is that you are looking at. Because that's the email you're supposed to be citing.
He wrote Trump didn't participate. Washington Times.
Washington
Post.
Times.
So now you went from the Washington Post to the Washington Times.
Okay, but why aren't you mad at the Harvard director who was literally
Nice
I am.
pivot.
Island? Yeah, you guys
am.
aren't mad about that. You guys are
Where?
letting
No,
him go.
Washington. I'm not finding anything for Washington Times. E said Trump didn't participate. So what website are you on, and what is the title? God, you guys have the memories of goldfish. Just look up.
Not
at the
even.
top.
That's
What is the
offensive to
website?
goldfish.
What is the title?
It's offensive to goldfish. Goldfish don't deserve that hate.
They also keep pointing to the island like Zorro Ranch didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. J-Ro. There's a permaban with your name on it. As soon as Lenati pulls that. I want to see the email or a article citing the email where it says that E stated Trump did not participate. That's what his claim is. As I just want to remind the 417 people in here.
It's literally an email. Like, it's out there that
Where's the
Where
email?
is it?
Give the name of the
I did.
email.
So I
There's
googled email says Trump didn't participate. Recent emails released by the House Oversight Committee show convicted SMEX offender Jeffrey E. alleged in private correspondence that Donald Trump knew about his SMEX abuse of underage girls.
but didn't participate. Why'd you leave that out?
Where's that email?
Why'd you leave the part where he didn't?
Where's the
participate?
Where's
email?
the email that says he didn't
So he had
participate? That's not the one I read. The one I read
Where's
said
the
he
email?
knew.
Listen, but is Trump?
Where's the
Trump
email?
is not a prosecuting.
J-Ro,
attorney.
no
He
one's
has
talking to you.
no-
You can stay quiet, you cracker. Again, hands. Where's the email? Okay, J-Ro, again, shut up.
You cracker! You have no right to be racist.
Where
on
is
us.
shut
I
up?
always personally attack.
You are
Where
literally
is shut up?
350 pounds.
Where
and you look
is
like you're-
no? Where is that email? Because the email that they're citing, I know, says that he knew about the girls. I don't remember anywhere in there where it says he did not participate in that same email. So where is that?
I'd also point out that even operating under he knew about it but didn't participate, so
That's just
he
as bad. He didn't tell
Guilty
anybody.
by association.
He didn't tell anybody.
He didn't.
He stopped being
people were
friends with
assaulting
him.
him.
Again, J-Ro, no one is talking
No,
to you.
he
Stay
didn't.
quiet.
I'm gonna let you all know something right now. It's if I found out somebody I knew was assaulting minors, it's not just a "hey, we're not friends anymore" thing. I will make sure you are under the jail. I will dedicate the next however long many years it takes to make sure you are under the fucking jail.
They
This
wouldn't,
entire
though.
this entire
Yes, we
excuse
would.
of-
Why
Nope.
do you say that?
this
Shut up,
entire
J-Ro.
excuse of he stopped being friends with him. It tells me everything. I will steel man your position. I will accept that he knew it happened and he didn't participate. Fine. Him saying I'm not friends with him anymore is not far enough.
So Trump knew and he was just fine with it that entire time. That's crazy.
hmm
So he didn't stop being friends.
Again, J-Ro, we're not talking to you. Wait your
Not
turn.
because of that.
According to the Washington Post
Actually-
emails, Trump never received a massage, says Jeffrey Epstein to
How
inform.
would so? Okay, cool. How would that make any sense when
So
we
he's not-
know
so
for a
he's
fact?
innocent.
Nope. How would that make any sense when we know for a fact that he hired Virginia Giuffre as a masseuse, an underage masseuse at Mar-a-Lago, who Jeffrey Epstein then stole? How would that make any
Dad
sense?
got her
You're
the
telling me he
job.
never got a massage for that, J-Ro?
Why
I'm not
did-
fucking talking to you.
Why did she say Trump had nothing to do with it?
She
Then
wasn't.
That's not what she said. She just said she didn't have
She said
interactions.
Trump had nothing.
She said
Oh my-
she didn't have interactions with him.
He
Other
wasn't
women have
the
come out and
massage
said that
therapist.
that he groped them.
No, and it's been proven.
Other women have said that he groped them.
So you want
Again,
me to
the
believe,
point is that he knew and he didn't do
I-
anything about it.
So you
He
want me to?
knew and he didn't do anything about it. Why didn't he contact the FBI or the police?
She
He
wasn't.
He's not. There's no evidence. He stopped being friends with him. There's no. You can't physically say, "Hey, arrest this man for a
so
child."
if Jeffrey says that Trump didn't participate, that's enough for you. But if Jeffrey says he knew what he was doing, that's not enough evidence.
Is that enough evidence so that some?
Yes,
some-
to call the cops? Yes, and then the cops will do investigating. Yes, that is enough.
That's what happened. There was he.
If you knew your friend was harming children, would you call the cops on them?
100%, but this is not what
Okay,
happened.
your president didn't. Hey, J-Ro, Lenati fucking can't stand you. Fuck off. Guys, block J-Ro.
I need to point out something. The ops couldn't get on the same page with that.
Nope.
one. They were both saying conflicting things because they're also saying things that are in conflict with Donald Trump himself. Because one of them just said he did let the cops know. Trump explicitly stated he was not an informant. He explicitly said that, so much so that Mike Johnson had to walk back saying he was one.
No, and then what they're citing with that is going to be the lawyer for some of the women, which is Brad Edwards. And that's also not what he said. Brad Edwards called Trump to ask about his relationship with Jeffrey and said that they had a good talk. And so he didn't understand why now, and again, this was after Jeffrey's sweetheart deal. This was after Jeffrey was arrested. Why? He doesn't know why he's calling it a hoax now. That is what Brad Edwards said.
To the 491 people in here, I'm sure I speak for most of the people who are on the left. And if I don't, then those people need to make things heard. I don't care their political affiliation. I don't care what their past jobs were. I don't care if they were former cabinet members. I don't care if they were former presidents. I don't care if they're my neighbor. I don't care if they're mayors. I give two shits who they voted for and where they stood on the political spectrum. If their name is mentioned, even if they have any type of idea, if they're on the fucking fight log, they all deserve to be under the goddamn prison. You guys are in a cult. You guys can't sit up here and criticize the man you voted for, whose name is in the fucking files.
They don't care.
And make it make sense to me, right? The man who has made gross ass comments about his own fucking daughter,
Both of them.
both of them.
He talked about Tiffany too when she was a infant and said that she has her mother's legs, but we don't know about this part. An infant.
You guys have no reason to defend this man. This man hasn't done anything. You voted in a lame duck president. Congratulations. There was no pieces of legislation that's going to benefit the average American citizen. All you did is vote because you did not want to vote for a woman.
Mm-hmm. And now you got him advocating for the death of
Veterans.
a veteran.
Democratic
Fun.
veterans.
Fun, fun, fun.
After today, if they continue this, I don't want to hear another person on the right tell me they support veterans. They don't want to have the policy
don't.
conversation. Anybody that was there for the night that I ran, Maggie, you don't like veterans topic with just knows that I went 10-1, 10 people immediately crashing out, only one person wanting to speak policy, so they don't care about veterans. Your president is calling for veterans to be unalive because of their political beliefs. You don't care about veterans.
It's funny. How are you today?
Doing fantastic.
Okay, did you vote for Trump?
I did not, but I was going to ask if I could say some things real quick.
I do appreciate you, but
Only
I am
looking
gonna.
for ops.
Yeah, look at that one for.
So you are a friendly, jump out of the queue unless you are a friendly we know of and you are algo camping. That does not mean everyone go for a camping trip. Thank you.
Yeah, solo camping.
Solo camping.
I said this is a hate pest spreading panel. I agree. Look at what's behind the screen. The words of the president calling for veterans to no longer be alive. I agree that is hateful. He probably shouldn't say that.
Emma, how are you?
Hey, sorry. I recently had a video go viral. I used to live next to Epstein's Island.
I appreciate you. I'm not going to do the anecdotal evidence. I go if people want to watch your video, they can. You can comment in the chat about that. But we've got enough evidence without that. I promise. Remember, Florida, New York, New Mexico. Reality, how are you today?
Great. What's up?
Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
How old are you and what
I'm
state
not
did
going to
you
vote
vote
for
in?
that dumb woman. Say again?
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
34.
And what state?
Georgia.
Okay. How do you feel about Trump's truths this morning?
Love it. You know, there's no criminal.
You love it? My God, you guys are
He tried to
gross.
rage bait by saying, I'd never vote for a woman anyway. He's just
Mhm.
rage baiting. They're not real people. Just bros.
It's weird that, like, the last 3 weeks they've tried to avoid talking about the e-files desperately, and now that we want to talk about something
About this?
besides the e-files, all they want to talk about is the e-files.
Why didn't I let her speak when she said, because as much as I appreciate her support, I don't know her. That would be an anecdotal story that's not backed by any of the factual evidence that we have right now. Like I said, we have enough actual evidence for that. That's why. Yes, Nikwan.
Okay, so I'm scrubbing the internet. There was an email released that said Trump knew about the girls, but it does not say that he did not partake in anything.
So that was a different one. So I found it. So there was the email to Michael Wolff about him knowing about the girls. And then there was a different email that he wrote to himself,
He does.
which is weird, that Trump knew of it. He never got a massage. That's it.
Yeah, and
That's
then I
the
see
basic.
another one where it said young girls was in a swimming pool. Trump was so focused on them that he walked into the door.
Yep. Left a nose print.
So MAGA, stop it.
Pretzelin. Pretzel and I tell you. The Big, how are you today?
Good.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
49 in Chicago.
Okay. How do you feel about Trump's truths this morning?
Love them.
You're okay with him calling for the death of Democratic veterans?
Actually, I didn't see the quotes.
No, you didn't see it. So you
I
never
can't even-
saw
I
it.
can't
So
read
you
it. It's too
just
small.
lied.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure it's out of context or something. I mean,
Out of
No,
context.
so here is
I
the
know-
context. This is the first one. This is a retruth. This is his second one. Ready? I'll explain it to you. So
Okay.
he cited a news article where Democratic veteran Congress people urged service members to remember that they do not have to follow unlawful orders. He then retruthed where somebody said hang them, George Washington would. And then himself said seditious behavior punishable by death. He is calling for the death of Democratic servicemen.
well, I think there's a lot of politicians out there, like in Chicago, where.
Can you just address the prompt? Can you not pivot? Address the prompt. Are you okay with
I'm
your
not
president?
familiar. I don't
No,
know.
no, no, no. Listen to me. Listen to the
is
words that come out of my mouth.
What
That is the
context would make
context.
this different?
I'm,
that is
I'm
the
sure he's not calling for the death of.
He said it.
It's
He
punishable
retruthed.
by death.
You guys don't listen.
All right. I mean, do you really think that's what he's saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you really think that's what he's saying?
Yes.
I don't agree with that.
Hold on. Big unit. What else could he be saying with that sentence?
He could be kind of going after the politicians that are demonizing law enforcement.
And that's better? Calling for death on people?
He's not calling death on anybody.
Punishable by death.
Last word.
He's citing an old statute that that's
So that
Come on.
which calls for death.
right. Well, maybe it'll be another attempt on him, right?
No. What does that have to
Do you really? Hold on.
Is that
Go
what you
ahead,
guys
Crow.
want? I mean,
No.
Crow, I saw you unmuted. I'm sorry.
I'd rather him have a hamburger from heaven. That's totally fine.
that's really.
That was,
Really?
that was
Who's really-
If
Who's
you
really the
pearl
violent
clutch
one?
off of what I just said right now, if you fucking dare to fucking pearl clutch, because I said that the 79-year-old man who is unfit has a fucking burger that goes to his heart and happens to unalive by natural causes of his bitch ass being unhealthy. If you fucking dare to pearl clutch while defending this man calling for the death of our fucking service members for telling them that they can defy an unlawful order, I swear to fucking God.
Huh?
Pretzel yourself a little bit more, bitch. You're such a cucky little bitch.
You know what? I'm just happy. I'm happy that when I went to the grocery store and
It's
And
the prices are higher. Yeah, that's great. The prices
Step
are
on
fucking
Legos
higher.
and slipping
Yeah,
cat piss.
The prices are. I need Jesus, guys. I have him. Right here he is, Jesus, and I also
I'm
have John.
joking. I'm.
So I have John Cena.
What do you mean?
Look, if anything, sorry, Crow, go ahead. I keep over talking you.
No, you're fine. I'm in the office, so I have office voice. What were you showing on screen? I didn't see anything just now. I saw the Bible, but then you said you saw John Cena. I
I'll
didn't-
hold it up, but you're not gonna be able to see it. It's fine.
Damn.
What are you doing with your hand?
What are you doing with your hand? The thing to the 461 people in here, right? I want whether you voted for Kamala Harris or you're someone who decided to sit on a high morality horse and you're sitting in the comments and you're making the statement, you guys aren't letting them speak. These people are in a cult. This is not a conversation to debate on. This is an example. This is an example of the people you allowed to have a louder voice if you did not vote. For the Kamala Harris supporters, these are the people who are currently able to vote. This is when I say you encourage your neighbors, you encourage your friends to go out and fucking vote, especially in the fucking midterms. Stop being fucking complacent.
Wild. You're gonna try and like fucking pearl clutch to me. But this is fine.
You
I don't
claim
think
you're the
he's
party of
actually calling
peace.
for that.
That was the weirdest pivot too. I'm like, hey, what does that last word mean? Oh, do you want him to be unalived? Who said that? Like, what?
I think, and the crazy part is if you had somebody with a background that said, I want this person unalived, they'd be like, that's terrible. They wouldn't come in and be like, but do they actually mean that? Do they really mean that? Oh my gosh. You're unwell.
It's not even unwell. Like, guys, this is just going to be a repeat when I go live. I just want you guys to understand that. I have zero tolerance for bullshit at this moment. I don't want to talk about immigration. I don't want to talk about the fucking border. I don't want to talk about tariffs. I don't want to talk about anything else.
Mm-mm.
This is it. This is it. This is all we're talking about today. Sorry, Crow. You keep unmuting.
Olive and Monica know that you only get these dulcet tones for another 3 hours because the minute 5 o'clock hits, I get to use my big boy voice.
Verb gets to yell.
Even then, you don't really yell, Crow.
No, Crow doesn't yell. He's able to project his voice, which is just the theater guy in him.
No, I do yell sometimes. Like
I do yell.
the other night
Sometimes.
when that dude what tried to weaponize his nephew who unalived at Abbey Gate for a political conversation.
Mm.
I was yelling.
And Kristen, we can always talk about Sailor Jupiter and chocolate cake.
Is my love here, Kristen? Kristen. I fangirled when Kristen followed me back one day, and Kristen's like, "Why did you fangirl?" I'm like, "Because you're hot. I mean, because you're
Yeah.
smart. You're hot and smart."
Hot and smart.
There was a period where she said she was going to steal from Randy, and I said I was going to steal Thickless, and it was going to be fine.
Just a nice little trade on the weekends. Tyler, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay. How old are you? What state did you vote in?
I'm 21 years old, and I voted in Massachusetts.
All right. Did you see Trump's truth this morning?
No.
All right. So he called for the death of Democratic service members.
Did he?
Yeah. So those Democratic veterans who serve in Congress told the currently serving service members that they don't have to follow unlawful orders. And he posted that they should be locked up. Then he retruthed that somebody put hang them, George Washington would. And then he also put seditious, what did it say? I can't. Seditious behavior punishable by death.
Jinx.
So he's advocating for the unaliving of people who served.
I don't think so. I mean, he's a big, like, he's honestly.
It's
like,
right there in front of your
You say that
face.
he's rage baiting when he is the president of the United States. You need to get off of Reddit.
Okay, whatever. That's great. I'm just saying, he's probably the #1 president that supports our military. I mean,
No, he does
Obviously
not.
if he is calling for their death, on top of cutting 30,000 jobs from the VA.
Okay, let me ask you this: Do you honestly do you not like America at all?
I love America, or else I wouldn't be on here fighting for it. If I didn't care, I just wouldn't be here. I would let it fall apart.
So why do you honestly think Trump is super bad?
Because he doesn't have any policies that are beneficial for the American people, and now
Really?
he's calling for the death of our
He's
veterans.
taking out all these illegal immigrants.
I don't care about that. He's calling for the death of our veterans. That's all you guys have, and that doesn't help me. Getting rid of immigrants is going to be a net negative to our country. That is not a good benefit. Again, you are not addressing the point, Tyler. He is calling for the death of our veterans. That's not being pro-military. They want to talk about immigrants so bad. I'm going to do this with every topic. We're not talking about immigration anymore.
Sorry, man.
We're not doing it. Because I don't need to. I already know based off of the facts of things you've never looked up. You don't know that it's Title 8. You don't know 8 USC 1158. You don't know 8 USC 1325. You don't know about them paying taxes with an ITIN. You don't know about any of that and how they are a net benefit to the nation. So I'm not talking about that anymore, Tyler. Address the fact that the President of the United States is calling for the death of our veterans. You have to unmute. Tyler doesn't know how to unmute.
I don't know. I think you hate him so much.
Address what I said. The President of the United States is calling for the death of our veterans.
You don't get to squirm out of this one.
Okay, that's obviously
like not good, and I think you're twisting it a little.
There is nothing to
Not-
misinterpret. It's right
What
in
would
front of
be
your
added to
fucking
that?
face.
What would be added to that to make it make sense?
What do you mean? What would be added to it?
Like, what context could you add to these truths to make it make more sense that I'm misconstruing?
I'm not even sure what is going on. Like, I didn't even know. I don't know anything about this, so I
That's why I
really can't
explained it
debate
to
with you on this.
I'm on Truth Social right now.
No,
I
you're giving your own
screenshotted
opinion.
these
You're giving your own
myself.
opinion on this.
No, I'm
and
not. I gave you a timeline. No, I gave you a timeline. I screenshotted these myself. These are in order from here, here, and here. This was a comment that he retruthed after he posted this, and then he posted this. These were all in succession. What context is there to that?
I'm not really too sure, but I mean, if we're just gonna talk about a couple like Twitter comments, when we
This
should
is the president of the United States of America,
yeah, and
the
I think
leader
he's
of the
doing-
free world,
yeah.
And you don't think this is
calling
a
for the
problem?
death of our veterans.
No, I don't support that at all. But I think again you're misinterpreting what he's saying.
How am I misinterpreting it?
Look, I don't even know like what's going on. Like I
Cool.
don't.
So what I want you to do is go research that, Tyler, and then you can come back and tell me how I'm misinterpreting it. You guys want to say I am. You guys want to say that there's context I'm lacking, but you don't have it. Because you know why? They haven't given you how you're going
Your
to defend it
talking
yet.
point.
You don't have your talking point on how to defend it yet.
And even taking it a step further, right? I think it's crazy the fact that there has to be something to be like misinterpreted because this man has made gross statements not only about our veterans but also John McCain.
Right. There's a history here. Again, the context is years and years. I didn't even add that. I just did face value what he said today.
I also outright reject the idea that he's done more for veterans than any other presidents because the president's responsibility, one of their big responsibilities, is the budget, and HR 1 harms veterans by cutting HUD-VASH vouchers, which provides housing for veterans. They're currently attempting to remove eligibility for the VA home loan. They're currently attempting to restrict GI Bill access. They're cutting veterans' healthcare staff. They're attempting to go after our healthcare funding. So, like, congratulations, he gave the dudes that actually defied a completely lawful order under the pandemic. That was a lawful order. That was an absolutely lawful order. We don't get to question the vaccines that we get in the military. He gave the people that actually disobeyed a lawful order their college benefits back while cutting other benefits from people that actually did their job.
And taking it a step further, cutting programs that help these family members, cutting programs to assist the family members transitioning from military life to civilian life. He does not care.
And unfortunately for you guys, whatever your new talking point in defense of it is going to be, we are going to know because we are on Truth Social and we are on Twitter. So we know where you're going to pull your talking points in defense from. And so we can predict them for when you have them these next couple days.
The difference between majority of Trump supporters and people who can think for themselves is the fact that it does not matter what a man says, you can still have critical thinking skills. And this just proves more and more that you guys don't think for yourselves. This is when I talk about MAGA women. Why are you allowing the largest demographic who causes the most harm to us to be a savior? White men don't benefit us. They don't save us.
I don't think this is going to help them, though. The moderates aren't going to like this shit.
No, they're not. Also, taking that a step further to people who are equally as outraged as everyone else on the panel, there are ways you can continue to call this out. You can contact your local rep. You can fax them. You can email them. You can call them. You can do whatever you want to do to continue to have your voice heard. Underneath your First Amendment, you are allowed to speak out against the government.
The Dow dropped like 900 points in the last hour.
Tommy, except he explicitly said he didn't so much, so he said he denies doing that so hard so that Mike Johnson had to retract his statement that Trump did that.
Yeah. They disagree with each other all the time. That even within the administration, because then Caroline Leavitt was the one who initially said that, no, he's not. And so Mike Johnson was like, oh, you're right, he's not. I lied about that. Pam Bondi said in regards to the e-files, she said there was nothing, or she said the files are on my desk to be released. Then later came out and said there's nothing left to investigate. Then came out yesterday. Was that yesterday we were watching that stupid shit? came out and
Yes.
said that they're starting a new investigation. They disagree with themselves.
They
all the
opened
time.
they opened a new investigation in New York because they're trying to continue to block him from releasing them. Because when you open a investigation, you can't release any type of information.
I have a video though. I will post it. It's a lawyer guy. I'm sure you guys have seen him before. He got a hair transplant and everything. He is a lawyer. He posted yesterday that he had gone through the Transparency Act, the bill specifically. So yes, there are things that they won't be able to share, but the things that they redact, they have to have a written reason why. I'll post the video. It actually made me feel a lot better because even if they redact a whole bunch of shit, they're gonna have individual reasons for why they can't just put like just cuz.
Are they going to uphold that part? By the way,
They're
you're
gonna
teacup
have to,
too.
or they'll be sued.
Don't be teacup too long on your backup.
Oh, what happened? Oh, my battery. I didn't
Charge
know.
that shit.
I don't have I need
You don't have a second charger?
6, 7. I
What
don't
was
know.
that movement? Again, 419 people in here. Keep open the screenshot of the live. Why are we only at 43,000 likes? Let's at least get this up. Let's aim for 75. I know we can do it. Shit, I don't know what the share. I don't know what the shares are at right now. I can't see the shares. Ooh. What are the shares at, guys? Someone tell me.
Phone cord.
Someone tell me what the shares are at, please.
Oh, tell you 43.
Yes, 43. We can get those up to at least 100. 42, 43. I'm being lied to. What is going on? 43. Bump it up. Just do it better.
42, 43, whatever it takes.
Whatever number. And if you know what, guys, if you are in Monica's, if you are in Hector's, if you are in Steve's, if you are in what other Discords am I in right now that I'm active? Hold on. If you are in Steve, if you are in Monica's, if you are in Hector's, if you are in mine section in Ari's, I will make a prompt for you to copy and paste an email to your reps. But you have to get us up to 75,000 likes, and you have to get the shares up to 150.
By the
Thank
way,
you, Madness.
have we
Sorry.
covered that the House unanimously passed a provision to remove the provision that allows senators to sue for that $500,000 for their phones?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. So the
I
House
saw that too.
unanimously. Isn't it crazy? Clay Higgins voted no on the Transparency Act, but he voted with everybody else, unanimously voted to repeal that provision. It now has to go to the Senate, so they're going to have a fun fight on their hands with that one.
You guys left us out.
Yeah, that's really what it is. It was just representatives who were Republicans in the House were like, we don't get to sue? By the way, it would be the slipperiest motherfucking slope I've ever seen if you allow for that, because then everyday citizens are going to be like, I'm suing for you subpoenaing my fucking phone records too.
I would.
You've set precedent now.
It would also be a way for them to circumvent the 27th Amendment.
Right.
Mhm.
What was I going to say? So I step outside because I actually need to. We need to talk. We need
We need to have a conversation, chat.
especially if you're back. Because there's a lot of you that are like, I love veterans. I got an uncle who's a veteran. I got my son who's a veteran. My dad's a veteran. My dog was a Dom. Like, you'll say all that shit all goddamn day. You will celebrate Sergeant Sparky, the cutest fucking sergeant that ever served in this nation's army.
I remember that.
And then your vote says the opposite. And I need you to understand that. If you look at legislation, the legislation that has harmed veterans the most, stripling of actual, both directly and indirectly, has come from Republicans. They regularly vote to lower the VA budget. They regularly vote to reduce our benefits. They regularly vote to limit who is eligible for disability. And that's just on veteran-specific things. They then tell you anybody on SNAP is just lazy and doesn't want to work. Even though 131,000 veterans in this country rely on SNAP, they tell you HUD, people on HUD just need to get a job, even though a lot of veterans are on HUD. They tell you all of the social programs are bad and for the weak, even though veterans utilize them every day. So I don't want to hear I love veterans anymore while you repeatedly vote for parties that harm veterans.
I think you're supposed to get Amanda raid.
I saw that from Lynette.
Also, 157 shares. I'm glad you guys did that. Now we need to get the likes up to 100 to not 175. Wow, 70. Well, 75.
Damn. So sorry, guys.
Now you guys gotta get the likes up to 75, and then I will work on the email prompt because I
Does the oath say to obey the president or Congress? So this always is a fun one because people are like the oath says you need to obey the orders of the president. Sort of, except you forget this last part, and I'm going to keep hammering on this last part because we don't say the last part out loud. The last part only appears in the printed version, the thing that we all read from. But after I obey the orders of the officers appointed above me and the President of the United States of America, there's parentheses in the printed version that are very, very important. Those parentheses read, pursuant to the UCMJ. Why is that important? Because the UCMJ tells us we don't follow unlawful orders.
Natty said you have to obey your mama.
Also that.
W. Lenati.
Congress says don't follow unlawful orders. They're literally just echoing the oath of enlistment.
Yeah.
They're just reminding people of the oath that they took.
Justin said he caught my Mr. Mom reference, and I don't even remember what Mr. Mom reference I made. I'm sure I did. Because
So there's
scripting.
There's 354 people, and Trump supporters don't want to come up and talk about this because all you guys want to talk about is the same 3 talking points you were fed throughout the entire campaign. This speaks louder than words.
They're trying to pivot so hard today. It's pretty funny, actually.
Like I said, I called it out earlier. We spent weeks going, I don't want to talk about the E-Files. I don't want to talk about the E-Files. Now we're like, hey, the president called for veterans to be on live. Let's talk about the E-Files. Let's talk about that.
Immigration. Oh, yeah, Justin. That's what it was. 42, 43, whatever it takes. He says like 220, 225, whatever it takes. Being like,
Whatever it takes.
that is a Mr. Mom reference. Which, if you've never seen Mr. Mom, it's hilarious. That's Michael Keaton.
There's also a song by Lone Star called Mr. Mom, I think.
Is there?
Yeah, I think so.
Baby, I'm amazed by you.
Look how that's the one song.
No, the one I know is I'm Already There, but it makes me cry.
So, when we were stationed in Washington State, they had Lone Star came with the USO, and there's a video on the interwebs. I will not share it with the people because people are weird. But a group of us were singing that song. By group of us, I mean a bunch of military kids. And there is a video of us, and that's how we got surprised with my dad coming home one day.
Aww.
It was cute. I will not share that.
Pointed out another thing that got cut in the in HR 1 that benefits veterans all the motherfucking time. They're trying to deny the majority of what are called HCBS waivers. That's the home care assistance. It's where, like, if you have a family member that needs, like, home care, you can be the caregiver and get paid to be the caregiver because
I remember
they
that.
need somebody. It's called the HCBS program. One of the big things that they attacked in HR 1 was the HCBS program. And a lot of your 100% disabled veterans rely on that HCBS program so that, like, their spouse doesn't have to go get a job because they're needed in the house to take care of them. Yeah, Orbkey in chat is, or Dr. Becky in chat is talking about it right now. They're one of the people that lost their HCBS accreditation.
Yeah, but you know, he cares about veterans. Like, you guys can't stop lying to yourselves because you're not lying to us. We know. You are lying to yourselves now.
Why I need you all to recognize that attack on social programs is indirectly an attack on veterans because of the amount of veterans that utilize those programs.
Their excuses are insane. They asked Caroline Levitt, what did the president mean when he called a reporter piggy? Look, the president is very frank and honest with everyone in this room. You've all seen it yourself. You've all experienced it yourselves. And I think it's one of the many reasons the American people re-elected this president that didn't answer the fucking question. They reelected him because he's an asshole. We're a
I
nation
said
of
75, Amber. If you want, when I go live, within the first 10, 15 minutes, if we get me up to 30, well, we'll do 20 just to make it even. So it equals 80 or yeah. Wait, fuck. I can do math. 90. Okay. So we're counting wherever Monica ends for the taps. When I go live, we have to do the amount to equal 100,000. So it counts. Because math that I can't do.
Amber, I need help. Amber is having. Amber said her fingers hurt, and now her back's gonna hurt because she pulled landscaping duty. I can't. I have to quote movies. That's how I speak. That's how I talk. I told you, me and my brothers literally only communicate that way. My fingers hurt. There's one of my brothers right there, right?
Oh, that's another one?
That they're twins, yeah. So that's my.
Oh, what? Hi, other brother, but he's not brother Mod.
No, he's not brother Mod because he's never on TikTok. Like he'll be on TikTok to send funny videos in our sibling chat, but that's about it.
Also, that brother doesn't follow me, so he doesn't count.
Hello with a lowercase h. Hello.
Hello. He could have. Hi.
Hello?
What?
Huh?
Do Friday quotes. What does that mean? Read the name tag. You're in my world, Grandma.
I can't with you.
Are the VA mass layoffs, wait, what are the VA?
Layoffs, they're doing them in waves throughout the year.
Oh, or by attrition.
What it is they have a targeted goal to hit. They're
It's like 85,000, I think.
Yeah, they're not doing it all in once. They have a number to hit by a certain date. They're like, by this date, you must lay off this many people.
I'm working and tapping. No excuses. Damn. Amber, I can't even.
Amber.
You know what? No, I can't do it right now because I'll make myself giggle. Amber, you'll get a surprise during my live.
Look at you
for being
guys.
such a good girl.
82,000. You guys are killing
Okay,
it.
I'll work on it. Okay, you guys can slow down on the taps.
No,
okay?
hit 100
Oh,
before I leave. No, we can't.
Never mind.
Get to working.
Not the flag. As if that's offensive to everyone in the chat. Amber, you'll get a surprise for being such a good girl.
Yep, I talked about that. Verizon is starting their 13,000 layoffs. We're
Oh, is
doing
that
so well, guys? The economy's great, guys.
I'm still fucking stuck in my head on Tommy Tuberville's dumb motherfucking statement. Like, that's just gonna make me irritable forever now. Like, I already don't like that man. But
Like, and I don't have enough room.
If
there you go.
If Chad's not aware of why I have a newfound seething hatred for Tommy Tuberville, he went into a congressional hearing and said, disability makes veterans lazy.
And then I just saw his polling, and his polling was like he's still in the majority of like approval in his state. Like, what are they doing in Alabama?
Nothing good. I can't.
As a veteran on disability, I also have a full-time job. What?
Madness, if you want me to say it again, I'll say it on my panel. So I'm not going to give it away for free, guys. But I'll do it. You did make me a sticker.
Like, I already
They're cousins. What are they doing? They're cousins.
I already had beef with Tommy Tuberville from when, if y'all remember a few years back, he held up the appointment
Enlistment,
of officers.
Right?
It was the appointment of officers because officers have to be sworn in by Congress.
Right.
It was the appointment of officers because he did not like that trans veterans were getting gender affirming care.
Yeah. I used to call him Tommy Tumberville or Tommy Tupperware. Because, Tupperware falls all the time.
Peas, babe.
Peas?
You don't know that? Dude.
Oh, you're speaking movie quotes again. Never mind.
It's not even a movie quote. It was a video. He said, that's the same Tupperware that I give my daughter to school. He said, what did you just say? Say the first syllable. Tub. Wrong.
Wrong.
You're throwing bees at me. It's peas. It's peas, babe. It's Tupperware? The guy thought it was Tupperware this whole time.
Tommy Teletubby is crazy madness.
Teletubby.
What's the other? I'm gonna just keep going down my anger train while you guys.
Absolutely.
That's
Let it
fine.
rip.
That's fine. What's the other big one they're trying to do now? Is make veterans choose between disability and retirement. They
Yeah.
earned one. They earned one with their time. They earned the other one with their body. Fuck all the way off.
Mm-hmm. I remember, and I would go to VA appointments, and I would scream at the doctor. Look, I'm loud on here. Imagine me in person, and it's someone I love and care for.
So there's reporting that says that the Coast Guard will no longer classify schmostikas, schmooses, or Confederate flags as hate symbols.
So Coast Guard is now under DHS. So is this a DHS wide thing now?
Probably. I'm trying to find. This is from the
Can you send
Washington
that to me?
Post, which I can't read.
The federal government remembered the Coast Guard existed because I always have to be reminded.
Look, I call them the Puddle Pirates. Okay,
Read the
they're Puddle
Washington
Pirates.
Post. I'm sure
Puddle
I'll
Pirates,
look
Puddle
tomorrow.
Pirates, Puddle Pirates.
Really, the Coast Guard is just excited that somebody remembered them.
Nice.
Oh yeah, sure. No, fuck it. You know what? We're not even gonna question that dumb shit order. Why? Because somebody remembered us. Yeah.
Got your back. I'm right here.
I like calling.
Ripping on the Coast Guard because I'm a veteran, and one of the biggest jokes in the military is we forget the Coast Guard exists. Like I have met exactly one coastie in my whole fucking life, and that's Dr. Dutch.
Well, you guys have.
I
to
didn't know
remember,
Dutch was a Coast
branches
Guard.
shit on each other all the
Dutch
time.
was a coastie, only coastie I've ever met.
Really, I didn't know that. See, so growing up with Navy and stuff like that, they were glorified puddle pirates.
100,000. Like,
Woo! I'm proud of you guys.
good job, you guys. You're very good boys and girls. Good boy. Good girl.
Can I say that I need to get a TikTok training because like everybody has started stealing my fucking bit. And I'm
Crow, you have good
I
ideas.
started this shit.
Crow, you have good ideas.
Yeah.
Thank you, Crow.
Good gay. Good they.
Good day. Good gay, good day.
I like that. Like in
Origin point for chat of why everybody's doing this is I used to regularly say, "Hey, Meg in chat, before you come up, please let me know if your FetLife profile is set to sub or breast so that I can address you accordingly. And if you act right and keep your fucking cool, I will give you forehead kisses and call you good boy or good girl, whichever."
Not the forehead kisses.
but I can't say that. I didn't steal it completely because I can't say that whole thing. I would get tongue tied.
Oh.
No, I've been married for 14 years. Boom.
I've been married for 14
Hey!
years. That's how you do it.
Chris wants you to know, Crow, from one caseworker to another. Thank you for what you do.
Aw. This is how we do it. And their cousin. Sorry. Yeah, I was still
Okay.
thinking about Alabama.
Alabama was still in the head.
You all know how to actually stun me, and that's to thank me for shit that my brain thinks is normal. I've had this. I've explained this many times. The reason like you all see me when somebody thanks me just kind of like not react is because I don't know how to react. Because like anything that my brain recognizes as some shit that we should all be doing anyway, like the baseline shit, I don't know how to process thanks for some shit we should all be doing.
Oh, ow, my leg just kind of cramped. What the fuck was that? I felt my leg just electrocuted itself.
Oh my god.
I like moved it up and it went, and I'm like, ugh.
Madness said, Crow, I love you, but it's way cuter when Monty does it.
Aw.
Yeah, it's just preference.
This is once again indigenous
Oh
erasure.
my god, I knew it was coming too. I knew it.
That's crazy.
You guys, if you want to make up for the indigenous eraser that happens on this app,
I thought you said
this-
I thought you said eraser.
I did. I fucked up, and you pointed it out. The indigenous erasure that happened on the daily. Go to Crow's links in his bio and make sure that we're giving reparations.
Also, why it what?
Yeah.
You know what I learned the other day on the topic of indigenous erasure? Because I was
Huh.
working on something for March for Democracy. Do you know there are 29 states where no indigenous people are mentioned in the K through 12 education curriculum?
No, I did not.
Side of the like sanitized, remember when the Pilgrims came and they had dinner and it was very nice? Like outside of that.
My daughter brought home a coloring page. It's Hello Kitty, but it is Hello Kitty dressed as a pilgrim, and I hate it.
That's crazy. Crazy. See, look, 240. I want you guys to realize. Oh, I guess we're both at 69 now, Crow. Okay. Yeah. So there's 273. I want you guys to. No. I want you guys to see something, right? We're at 234 people. We were upwards of almost 400. We've been talking for how long? Just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
They
And I
don't want to
appreciate that.
defend this.
Yeah, they can't. They can't. They want to pivot to brown people who they also don't like. I don't know.
Now they want to talk about the e-files.
Right.
Which they
Who
didn't want to talk
fucked it
about all
up?
week. What happened? Oh,
Oh, just now me and Monica are at 69. Hey.
Justin fucked it up. No, me and Olive have had this as our background this whole last week, trying to talk about it, and they wouldn't come up and talk about it. Now they want to come up and talk about that. They want to pivot to anything other than this. I know I'm fuming about this and like the fact that they are gonna like defend it in this way, and I will keep fuming about it, and we will keep talking about it. I'm taking based off of how Twitter's going off, based off of like the economy, the jobs report, everything. Like it's starting to crumble.
Damn, why'd you?
Well, and here's the thing. Like, another thing you have to remember.
No, you guys made it even.
Because when we look at the job report, there's two numbers that come out. One is jobs filled. Jobs filled is a dumb fucking metric. You know why? Because one person working 3 jobs because the economy is dog shit counts as 3 jobs.
Right.
The other one is when they talk about openings, around 40 to 50% of those openings aren't real. They're called ghost listings. They're company jobs a company lists that they have no intention of hiring for because it makes them look competitive.
I was on Jen's. Thanks, Justin. I was on Jen's live. And this guy came up trying to be all pompous and shit and being like, you could just get a job and I hope you're applying. I have been applying to jobs since December. I even applied to jobs when I was working at that one daycare center because I know my worth. I know I'm worth more than just the 17 an hour coming from a job I was almost getting paid 21, 22. And applying to these jobs, it takes time. Manny has explained to you guys, for him to get his new job that he has currently, he was applying to upwards of over 500 jobs in a day. Okay? People who are losing their jobs may not be able to stick and get that job that they need in order to survive. You guys need to comprehend that. It takes years, it feels like, for jobs to go through. I can't.
Yes, Matt, I did almost just roll and break my entire shit. I'm fine. I stuck the
I
landing.
heard it, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I wasn't going to ask.
I was like, it sounded like he almost fell.
Took a step off the curb wrong. You know, like sometimes if you're just pacing and you catch the curb
That's
wrong,
how I
stepping
sprained my
off of it,
ankle.
and your foot just slides down the curb instead. That's what happened.
I have done that many of times. Fun fact, I am very clumsy. I'm sure we all knew this already. Not only have I gone to the ER because of my ankle, I have gone to the ER because I have fallen slipping on ice. I have done that while roller skating. I have done that while even just sitting here, right? Because I am clumsy.
Have the peak like golden retriever limb issue. We all know like big dudes that are just like big good boys, and we just don't know where our limbs end. So we just bump into shit all day. That's me.
I remember I would come home from work and I would see, oh look, there's a new bruise on my hip. Oh look, and you shave like during the summer when you shave. Well, if you shave your legs, you don't have to. Yeah. But when you shave your legs in the summer and you're like, where the fuck did that bruise come from? I look like someone decided to throw rocks at my ankle because of how like I just bruise. It also could be because I'm anemic.
All right. It is 12, 16, 17. I'm gonna eat lunch. Are you going live, babe?
Yeah, go ahead and drop me.
Okay.
See you guys in a second.
Olive's gonna go live. We'll give her a minute to do that. Crow, thank you for being our token veteran today, I guess. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how much more
6 different kinds of tokens for people. I'm used to it.
I don't know how much more evidence they fucking need that he doesn't care about
At this
people.
point, I'm not a token. I'm a whole punch card.
True. But I love you and I care about you and I'm gonna drop you down. Alrighty. Let's do 18 USC 2384. I'm gonna pull that up just so I have it. So I can read it when I get off of here, not just that. All right, thank you. Oh, did you guys find your talking point? Your talking point is, I haven't even read it yet, but your talking point is going to be what Mike Johnson said, which is that he was just giving a definition. Fun, keep pretzeling, bitches. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you being here so much. We are going to go raid Olive, so make sure you go to Olive and put in Monty raid, because we're going to go raid her. I appreciate you guys. You guys worked really, really hard. We got to that 100,000 like mark. Thank you guys so much. Let me go through here. Thank you, Lenati, for the 30 for the permablock for J-Ro. We've been waiting on that one, haven't we, Lenati? Fuck her. Leah, thank you for clearing out the rest of the goal. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Scarlett. Thank you guys so much for your support. Again, I am a stay-at-home mother. This is my job. I'm trying to make supplemental income while my husband works full-time and his payroll has not paid out his paycheck. So it's been real fun as we're getting close to holiday time. So I appreciate you guys so much for helping me out with that. So much. We're going to go raid Olive, so make sure you're doing that. If you're not in my Discord, go ahead and go to my bio and join my Discord. I have a small bit of verification, but then we can get you in there. I do post my lives every single day, the next day onto YouTube. That is also linked into my bio. I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you. So guys, let's go raid Olive, go in, do all the good things, send likes, make sure you're hitting out her gift goal.